Hello everyone, and today I'm gonna talk about loose parts. So loose parts is a term that is used for resources that are open-ended and they are promoting creativity and divergent thinking. Loose parts could be basically anything that children can manipulate with and play with. And I have a special basket to show some of the loose parts that I usually have when I go to kinders and early childhood settings. So, for example, I have pieces of felt. So pieces of felt circles, yes, so they're beautiful for writing something on them or allowing children to experiment with drawing using textures on this piece of felt. The thing is that you basically do not need to give children any tasks because that's an open-ended material, so children actually will use them in the way they want. And this is one of the most popular things that children love to use when I go to kinders as a kinder teacher. So this is another one that one of my favorites, very easy to make. So especially if you have some basic skills in cutting wood. So I remember I had to learn it not perfectly, but I just bought a very small kind of scissor saw, a knife saw. It was a very easy instrument to use, and it took me a lot of time to make them perfect. But now I know how to do it. So I usually ask someone who has got circular saw to make so-called cookies. So these are wooden cookies that you can use with children as well. So they might be small, yes, so and they might be larger. So this can be used for again in play like construction. So for example, children might use them for building, or they might use them as money, play money, or they might use them as some ingredients for their cooking. We don't really know what they're gonna use them for, but we try to offer them a lot of interesting resources. That's the key idea of loose parts. So that's bigger tree cookies. Yeah, so as you can see, also beautiful discs, very nice to touch, beautiful to use as a decoration as well. And that's how it's pretty much used around the world. And they are also for adding to the mess center, to let's say dramatic corner, or using as for for paints, so you can put paints on top uh, in bottles or just for display. um, it might be a beautiful way to paint on them as well, so it might be like a canvas. So loose parts are really versatile. So the other one that I really like, these ones are not for babies because they are of small size, while the other ones are for younger children as well. So these are, let's say, just pieces of rubber. Yeah, so and they things that I usually get from Resource Rescue. So that's a shop that is saving resources from the landfill, and I don't think you can find anything similar anywhere else. So there are some great shops around the world that are helping to save these resources, and this can be used in art as well. This could be used in cooking, and they can be used for any kind of interesting activities that children might have. So another one is I don't even know what to describe it as, like plastic kind of buttons or stars. Yes, so and this might be also money, play money. This might be used for mandalas, construction, and anything like this. These are easier to get, so as you can see, these are pegs. Also used in STEM activities, so science, math, engineering, and design. Um, so that they're wonderful and for fine motor skills, but it's not the point. So sometimes children like to, as you can see, color them, and that's fine, especially if you add wooden sticks, popsicles, and just allow them to experiment and build whatever they want. So this is also a wonderful thing for any activities with even you can use these felt circles, and you can use some of these cylinders to create mandalas or I would say pictures. Yeah, so very, very beautiful things as well. I think you can make beads, necklaces, I guess, use them as beads and make necklaces. This one is one of my favorite. I'm just have to show it to you. So you can see it's got a sticker at the back, also from the shop Resource Rescue. And you can actually take the sticker off and peel it off, and then you can stick it to anything. So this will be perfect eyes for any creatures you are creating. For example, children are making a monster or whatever they are making, and they can use this to stick it onto the chosen medium. Yeah, so that's an example. Some other great loose parts. So I also buy these jars from the same shop, Resource Rescue, and I can store anything in there. So they are also loose parts, as you can imagine. So children can learn, younger children can learn to open it, twisting their wrist, which is amazing. And all the children can store things in there and play with other beautiful things, as you can see, beads, rocks, pebbles, of course something like that for interesting play. So yeah, I store stuff in there because it's easy to keep in in the box or bottle or whatever container you have. The other thing, that's probably the last one that I have to show you today, are wooden beads like those ones. So these are also very nice to touch and also considered to be loose parts, because children can use them in many ways. So they are loose parts and also open-ended materials. So now a little bit of homework. Look around and find something that can be used for creativity and making things that you can call a loose part. That might be recycled materials, it might be natural things, which I didn't talk about much today apart from wooden cookies. Think about other things that you can use as loose parts to help children to use their imagination and make play interesting and creative.